Yo, 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 we begin in 5 minutes. Here we go. Welcome everybody to day number 11, I think it's 11, right? Pretty sure. What up everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. We are rocking around at the speed of sound, and we have 7 hours on the timer. I did add the time back to the clock for the golf game that we played yesterday. So I realized the timer is supposed to be for Zelda Randomizers and Zelda Randomizers only. So we have 7 hours on the clock. And today we're going to be releasing the Skyward Sword checks because the controls are not working. Like to the point where it's just like, I'm going to take the L and we're going to finish Twilight Princess and A Link Between Worlds with the Skyward Sword checks released. I just ran into too many things that were just causing me hiccups for Skyward Sword. And yeah. The worst thing about it is Skyward Sword with the controls. It was like I'm going through the game at like 25% speed. Like when I'm playing the HD version, I can like play so snappy. With this control scheme, it literally, like I try to make it work, but I realized the hard way that not gonna work. What up, Flake? Why are you calling us noses? What up, Samus? Samus? How do you say your freaking name? Hey, Amy, what's up, Minish Woods? Thank God it's Friday, for real. What up, Emar? What up, Zach? How you doing, Toku? What up, Marty Man? Thank you so much for the bits, Elmeister. I appreciate you. You saw a nose? Are you talking about my nose? What? Right. Okay. Alright. Let's call you Sam. Okay, what up, Sam? It's not a RIP, we're still finishing 2 of the games. Marty Man, you've been really annoying me with the way you've been typing in chat recently. Please stop, or else we're gonna have to put you on a temp ban. How goes the job hunt? Still no replies back. So, nothing new. How was my shirt, cunty? It literally just has oranges on it. It says fruit. Fruits. Hopefully, I don't think it's hard to release. Let me go ahead and pull up Skyward or Twilight Princess. It's day 3, no caffeine. Such an interesting feeling. Never something I thought I'd say to myself. But here we are. Trying to cut back on my budget, you know, gotta save money. It costs like $25 for a pack of Keurig pods, and I was like, do I want to spend that much money on coffee? No, I don't. You're a good Marty Man, but I also got to call you out. Don't bring negative energy to chat, please. We're about to release Skyward Sword. The control scheme just isn't working. It's not working, and it's also taking me way too long to play Skyward Sword stuff. And the one aspect that should have been working, which is like, yeah, it's just not working. are in a pack? I don't know. Okie dokie. Let's see if I can release this. Well, let's connect the game first before I release anything. But on the plus side, Skyward Sword HD Randomizer exists, and if I'm gonna place a Skyward Sword Randomizer, it's gonna be the HD version. And that's just how it's gonna have to be. Yeah, I do like Skyward Sword HD. Skyward Sword HD is fun. Very fun game. But I did try to like see if I could get my Wii remote to work again, and then it died on me, and I don't have batteries. And even when I was trying to get it to work, it still wasn't working. So, do I own Skyward Sword HD physical or digital? Digital. I don't own a single game. The only game I own physically on Switch is Mario Maker 2. And the only reason I bought it physical is because the guy at the game store sold it to us like 3 days early before it was supposed to come out. Probably to make a sale, obviously. And that's it. That's the only reason I own it physically. Because I got it on the black market. That's illegal. It's illegal for the guy selling it. It's not illegal to buy it. Buy some beans, a carafe, and a small manual grinder, and you have some nice coffee with just hot water added. Coffee literally saved my life. You're welcome. I do love coffee. I will get back on it. But I need to take a break. I'm just trying to take a break from all my bad habits. One habit at a time. But caffeine's the thing I'm taking a break from right now. I will say I'm less productive without caffeine, which is kind of counterintuitive because I need to be more productive right now. But like I don't want to have to like use a substance to be productive. Especially when you learn that games load faster on digital. Yeah. And you don't have to keep track of it. Like you can, like it's kind of scary that you can lose a physical game and not play it anymore. You can't lose a digital game. Yeah, I'm not as organized. I know I'm not as organized, so that's why I buy digital, so I don't have to organize physical games. But it's really interesting because I've been like at a rock bottom, and like live streaming yourself and making videos at a rock bottom point of your life is an interesting feeling, because like I feel like when you're at rock bottom, you're supposed to like isolate yourself and like get your shit figured out and then come back. But like that hasn't been an option for me. Well, I've been doing stuff like behind the scenes to get my life on track too, but just like hiding away from the world isn't really an option given like my source of income and everything. So having to just kind of go through this all publicly is definitely an interesting feeling. I think game key cards are silly. It's pretty much buying digital with a case. Well, I mean, I guess at the very least with game key cards, at least you get the case, right? Like, isn't the case like the #1 thing that game collectors want? It's not as much about the disc inside, is it? Like having the case is the physical like indicator that you own the game. So people can like look at your cases of games and be like, oh, you own this, I want to play. So at least it allows people who buy digitally to get a case, right? Or they should just like let you buy digitally and then buy the case without calling it the game. You own this, I want to play, but they can play. you still own the game. They can play it. I'm not saying that it's like a good practice, but like it is better than not having a case at all if you want to have a case to indicate that you own the game. Would you rather them go pure digital and then not even offer cases anymore to begin with if they're not going to sell physical cartridges? The empty box is worse than nothing. So you'd rather them just go pure digital and not sell physical anymore if they were to like stop making game cartridges? My favorite line from Avatar from Aang to Korra is, "At our lowest part, we are open to the greatest change." Well, I am open to all the great changes. I welcome all the positive change into my life. I am putting myself out there for all positive and good change to happen so I can become a better person and a better man. I let it all in. No blockages. Okay, let's see. I think I can type in release Toucans Skyward Sword. And there it comes. Oh, wait. Now I need to connect Twilight Princess. Alright, that is fully released. And here it should all start coming in. Yep. Here it comes. Open all the chakras. You just gotta keep meditating. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Jesus. I'm laughing so hard right now. It's a bunch of junk. Thinking about the things that attach me to the world and letting them go. What did that mean, getting rid of like my computer and all my technology? Is technology the thing that's attaching me to the world? Do I get to get off the tech to get the change that I need in life? There's the giant wallet, nice. Hawkeye. Big quiver. You bought physical media with Overwatch back in 2016 and that got taken away. So he even knows anymore what can and can't be taken from you. Yeah. So I was semi-late to my appointment, and then I had to wait ages to get back home, and you're so hungry. Damn, that sucks. Ironically, Aang did not release all his chakras. Did he not? I guess he didn't release his attachment to Katara, did he? I'm not asking you to get rid of your stuff. I'm asking you to let go of the importance they hold in your life. All the keys. Key shard. It is a little bit depressing that we have to release Skyward Sword. I really did try to make it work, but It was just being a pain, dude. It's being such a pain. And I was tired of raging on live stream. I was literally getting so mad. I do not want to be mad on live stream because of the game controls. It's the wrong reason to get mad. He released them all except Katara, and then he did, which then got him killed, then unkilled. I need to watch Avatar again. I kind of can't remember exactly how that went down. Aang locked the final chakra by choosing the attachment. Yeah, that's such a weird thing in life. Like, we're literally told to be attached to things, but we're not supposed to be attached to things. Oh no, here comes all the cold winds. No, I want to play Skyward Sword HD Randomizer. Skyward Sword HD Randomizer is where it's at because we can use the new controls. I don't think I'll ever play the Wii version again of Skyward Sword Randomizer. Now, I don't think Skyward Sword HD Randomizer is an archipelago yet. Oh, you've been replaying Pikmin 3? Heck yeah. Take that chair you're sitting on, for example. Let's say the place you bought the chair from decided you can't keep it. Just use it for a certain period of time, and now you have no way to sit after. Yeah, is it possible to rent furniture? It probably is, but I don't know if you can. Okay, so it didn't give us that much stuff, but it gave us enough. We got the regular claw shot. I mean, keep in mind, we're still playing... We still have 2 more. We're doing 3 games. So we still have a lot of stuff to do. We have a lot of work ahead of us to finish Twilight Princess for sure. Can I do Lakebed Temple now? No. We can finish Forest Temple. Did we get the spinner yet? Not the spinner? Damn. I want my spinner, bruh. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Let's go into... Well, not Water Temple. Let's go finish Forest Temple. Get up. Where am I going? In Season 3, you see him be less attached to Katara until later in the season where he accepts being attached to her. Whether he's worldly attached to her or not is up to interpretation. Yeah, the concept of like monks who just go and live up in the mountains and decide not to be attached to anything, I don't fully get it. I mean, I guess I do. I kind of get it. But if you're not attached to anything in life, is there even a point to life to begin with? I feel like the more I like, if I detach my stuff, then I start to just care less. Like I feel like attaching myself to stuff is like what literally makes me care about life. Maybe the point of life is to figure out what the point of life is to you specifically. For me, I feel like the point of life, I personally believe it's to fulfill your desires, but also decide what desires are good for you and which are bad. Because not all desires have positive outcomes. But like, I feel like the reason we have desire in the first place is so we can fulfill them. So if you ignore your desires, then like literally what are you living for? What do you think causes people to become monks? What causes them to take on that lifestyle of not caring? Do you think they just got burned so bad by life that they're just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not gonna care about anything no mo. Well, I guess you can't make that jump. The point of life is to save the monkeys in the forest temple, right? Right now, I feel like the purpose of life is to get myself figured out so I can help people. I feel like the point of life is to help people. But like, you literally can't help people unless you have money to take care of yourself. So the first person you have to save is yourself. And then once you save yourself, you can save others. Being unattached is not the same as not caring. I guess that's fair. I guess in that sense, I don't think I'm attached to anything that I can think of. Like, I do things that I want to do, or things that like I feel like I'm obligated to do, but I'm not attached to any of it. I feel like I've released like all my attachments to everything, because being attached to stuff just caused me pain. And like not good pain, like pain that I have to not be attached to. I want to wear robes. That sounds kind of cool. What if I started my next stream in a robe? Every monk is a different person. Some people it's probably as simple as they got fucked over so they decided not to care, but some is probably very different and hard to understand because we don't have their perspective. It'd be cool to talk to a monk. I think Twilight Princess has the best dungeons out of any Zelda game. I hope Twilight Princess is the model for future Zelda dungeons. I am spreading good vibes. We're just talking about the whole chakra thing from Avatar: The Last Airbender, because the monk said that you have to like unattach yourself. So I'm trying to figure out what that means. Thing it is, do you think Aang just released his chakra too late? Because like it seems like he released his last attachment and that got him killed in the Avatar state. Does that mean he released it too late, or does that mean that it was wrong for him to release it at all? Thoughts on the recasting of the Avatar voices cast based on race? Did not actually get monks or Inuits to do the voices? Do you think an actual monk would voice act for a movie? Or is that like too, that might be like too much of an earthly activity for a monk to want to get involved with? Oh, I fell for it. I didn't realize it could be underneath that tile. Reading chat and playing video games can sometimes be hard. Like look back and forth. Asepticism and it's an extreme, and generally I feel more good is had by just striving to be moderate. Yeah, I feel like being moderate and having good balance with everything is important. Dude, I love Iroh. Iroh does have some really good quotes. Probably one of my favorite characters in like anything ever. Another piece of heart. What up, John? That'll be good. I kind of... So, fun fact, I was potentially planning to do a Ocarina of Time randomizer versus thing today. And then nobody was able to follow through with it. And I was like, maybe I did this too soon. Maybe I needed to give a bit more of a heads up. So I ended up streaming this randomizer instead today. They found the guy who leaked the Avatar movie? How did they prove it? Did he confess? Monks wouldn't say no to voice acting. They seek enlightenment, therefore they would seek to experience everything within moderation. Ah, okay. Maybe I need to study Buddhism more. Buddhism seems like a really good religion, or a spirituality. Everything I've learned about Buddhism, like, really feels nice. I feel like if you combine Buddhism with the teachings of Jesus, then you can find some, like, really strong, like, enlightenment about the world. They found the source files and linked it back to him. Ah. Is it only like 2 years in prison because he didn't sell it? I'm guessing just leaking is like not as much of a criminal offense as it is to like actually profit off of it. Yeah, have some balls. So tasty. Oh, 7 years in prison. Where's the sound effect? That's so funny that there was no sound effect for him. There's the mad lad. Rar uwu. I don't think he uwu'd. I think he just rarred. Damn it. Can I use my own bombs? What? Ah! Wait, do I need to kill these guys first? What in the world? Why is that not working? Okay, I guess you do have to use the monkey. Bitch smacked. Our sword is way stronger, so we're probably gonna kill him really fast, maybe? Ah! Not the juice. He got the juice, juice, juice. Come on, monkey. I need you. Bitch. Get out of here. So quick. What we getting next? Yo, Master Ore for Link Between Worlds. Yeah, so we just got Fire Rod upgrade and Master Ore, so we can upgrade our sword. We out. I don't think I'd want to see Link as a different race. Unless it's done like Majora's Mask, but I prefer Human Link. That's like the main version of him. But we see him as different races. Like Majora's Mask, you see him as Deku, Goron, Zora. In this game, you see him as a wolf. Yeah, I'm really excited for the recomp stuff for Twilight Princess. Very excited. Okay, let's go to the Goron mines. Did I get quieter? Test, test. Oh, I did. Accidentally turned down my microphone. There's like a thing at the bottom that that makes it louder and quieter, and I think my elbow rolled against it. Why are the Gorons always trying to beat me up? Wait, so what did people want? They wanted a new race of Link or a new species for Link? I think it'd be cool if Link could turn into a bird. Turn into a bird and just flying around and just like, that'd be really fun. Be a better approach to Skyward Sword type mechanics. Ugh. I guess you do get to control Medley in Wind Waker. Oh, you can be a seagull in Wind Waker. You're right, with the Hoi Pair. And that's freaking awesome. I love that for that game. Oh, fuck. A recommendation for the tracker overlay on screen? What? Use the broadcast view instead? What's the difference? Oh my gosh. I am very out of it, y'all. It's weird, like, having no substances, like no caffeine, it makes me feel like kind of like drunk almost. But I can do it. I can push through. It is a lot to adapt to. It really is like a really weird feeling. But also, I don't want to give my money to caffeine companies, so I'd rather keep that money in my own wallet. Fuck spending my money on businesses. I need to keep that shit in-house. Gotta save money out here. Not spend it. Oh, we have a key. Water. How long have I been on daily coffee? Like 15 years? So my body is probably, like, okay, it's like weird. Some moments I feel fine, like really, really fine. And then other moments I feel like I might just kind of like lose it. Other moments I just feel like, bleh. Yeah, water definitely helps. Going through these dungeons with the Master Sword already fully upgraded just feels so overpowered. Like, just getting to take out enemies in one hit is such a good feeling. Also, weirdly enough, doing these no caffeine streams, I've been noticing the first like hour or two is the hardest part, and then the last like 6 hours has been fun. For some reason, like just starting is the hard part. Then I think my body eventually just gets used to it. Might be a sugar addiction. You likely have a somewhat low blood sugar right now, causing the fatigue. I guess that could make sense, because I used to put a half spoonful of brown sugar in my coffee, and now I'm not eating it. I haven't had sugar in like 3 days now, because coffee was like the main way I got sugar, I guess. I've been eating like healthier. I've been eating lots of like salad and rice and chicken. No, 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 fuck. Damn it. That's 15 years where your brain was more or less splitting the work with caffeine. Now it's got to pull the weight on its own. Yeah, so I guess I'm just building my brain up right now, aren't I? You guys are seeing, it's like, it's kind of like you guys are watching me in the gym, like for my first time. Just like picking up weights for my first time, except it's my brain trying to learn how to operate without any external help. But we're gonna make it work. We'll get the brain cells more strengthened up. I guess I've just been a smooth brain, and now I'm adding some ridges to my brain. I'm being rewired. It's probably for the best, right? It's probably a thing that you have to do eventually. I guess you can go your whole life without doing so, but if I want to become a stronger man, I gotta go through the hard shit. This is what we call brain maxing. Yeah! Well, I guess I had a little bit of sugar yesterday. Before I streamed Pikmin last night, I did eat a small bowl of, what is it, Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Like off-brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I had a little bit of sugar yesterday. Or last night. We just got an orange rupee, and we got a female ant. Yeah, I played Pikmin 3 from like, what, 1 a.m. to like 3 a.m.? It was very, very late night. Probably like 4 o'clock in the morning for you, Newt. I'm not going to switch my tracker right now. I can check it out in between streams, but changing it right now would be too much work. I'd have to like switch it on OBS and all that stuff. But I will look into it. I ended when you woke up. Nice. You'd be surprised how well your brain can change if you give it consistency. Yeah, which is why I'm kind of just like pushing through this. Because overall it hasn't been too bad. Like I said, the first like hour of stream has been kind of the hard part. And then after the first hour, it just like my brain gets used to it, and then the rest of the evening's fine. So I do see this as a good opportunity to like change my brain. Because if I'm really trying to change myself as a person, I gotta go all the way. I can't be doing shit half-assed. I'm trying to do everything that I feel like I should be doing but haven't been doing. And that's why I also started my YouTube channel, Tucana. For the past like 2 years, I've been wanting to relaunch that channel as like a channel where I just talk about stuff. But for some reason, I just like didn't have the intrinsic motivation. But I think this week, me just kind of reaching such a weird space in my life finally helped like motivate me to do so. And so now we're 4 videos in. I'm trying to film a video every other day for it. And fortunately, it's like a really easy channel for me to do. It doesn't take much time. I just turn the camera on and record myself talking about whatever my brain thinks of. Wait, did Fraze ever get back to me in the Discord? Fraze said the things I was talking about was infuriating, but he didn't specify. So I'm wondering, like, what did I say in those videos that infuriated him? He said that after the insurance video? Dude, insurance companies need to be called out, though. What's wrong with calling out insurance companies? He lives in Europe. He doesn't know what we deal with in America. Why would he get mad at how I talk about American insurance companies when he lives in Sweden? Make it more clean. Gotcha. Definitely good to keep in mind whenever I do my next official Twilight Princess Let's Play for the randomizer on my channel. It's good to know about. I didn't realize that was a thing. Butter is good for you. I will still stand by that. Butter is healthy for you. Margarine is not. I'm not being purposely controversial when I say that. I truly believe that in the bottom of my heart. Why does the Eat Fruit Loops icon look like the Archipelago logo? Because that's the joke. Yeah, I think health insurance is one of the most evil things in our country. Hydration. Yeah, like Mod just said in chat, margarine is one ingredient away from being plastic. It's not like real. But if you want to eat margarine, eat margarine. Like, you can eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. You can have it. All yours. More margarine for you. Nah, butter is good for the heart. Progressive wallet. All I'm saying is I ate margarine as a kid. My parents cooked everything with margarine, and I looked super unhealthy at that age. I stopped using margarine and started looking way healthier. Coincidence? I don't know. You love Velveeta mac and cheese? I think Velveeta is also plastic. We got a smooth gem for Link Between Worlds. And we hit another dead end. Oko! Okay, I think I can get this chest down here now too. Oh my god! Ouch. Chicken and potatoes. Dude, I had some corn on the cob for breakfast today. And I felt bloated after eating corn on the cob. Like, more bloated than I feel from, like, most foods that I eat. And I was like, what in the world? Why do I feel so bloated from this? Also, Chitta Chat is saying margarine is not one ingredient away from being plastic. It's one molecule away from being plastic. Yeah, plastic is made of oils, right? And margarine is also made of oils. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Hello up there. Let me come and slice you up. Ah! Guys, I learned yesterday that Stephen George is friends with Toby Fox. I thought that was so cool. And apparently he's been friends with him for like 15 years. I was not aware of that until yesterday. We found a postal. Yeah, they both grew up in the same forum. I found this out because I watched a reel about Toby Fox. And I was like, where's this footage from? And then I heard the voice talk behind the camera. I was like, that's Steven's voice. And so I asked Steven about it. I was like, you know Toby Fox? And he like told me a bunch of cool stuff about them. And I was like, whoa. That is super interesting. The more you know. Isn't there another chest up here somewhere? I could have sworn. Double check. I guess that's it. Maybe it's a... Okay. We're not BK'd in Twilight Princess, but there's a lot less stuff we can do than I thought. And we have the claw shot, so let me start just doing claw shot type activities, I guess. That's a known fact. Wait, you already knew that, Newt? You had 2 small onions, a large jalapeno, a tomato, all fried in butter and olive oil, 4 slices of bacon, 2 tortillas with grated white cheddar, and a spoon of hot salsa, and a glass of fresh grapefruit juice. That sounds delicious. Whenever it says message retracted in YouTube chat, does that mean the person who made the message deleted it? How does that happen? Gotcha. You're an unclassically trained chef. Dude, I want to learn how to make Thai food, and I want to learn how to make authentic Japanese ramen and stuff. I should start applying to be a chef at like Asian restaurants. Do you think they would hire me and train me, or do you think they'd only hire people who already have chef experience? Is it even worth trying to apply to jobs like that? or am I kind of like already not cut out for it? Like, will they train you on the job? I feel like I'd be a really good cook. My back would hurt because of the counter height. Are you saying I'm too tall to be a chef? You're actually probably right. Japanese kitchens are probably not built for somebody my size. It's not authentic when I make it unless I become a Japanese citizen. I don't think you have to be a citizen of that ethnicity for the food to be authentic if you're trained by the people of that ethnicity. Silver rupee. Oh wait, what the hell? Did I miss a button? Also, they won't train you. Yeah, you'd probably have to like pay or something. Dude, there's a Thai restaurant near my house and it's so good, but it's kind of expensive, honestly. Like one entree is like 20 bucks. It's like, damn. I remember when I was in college, most entrees were like 8 bucks. But literally you can't, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think you can go out to eat and get food like anywhere in California for like under like 16 bucks. 16's like a cheap meal. Here's where we jump. I jumped on the wrong spot. Did I have leftovers? A little bit, yeah. City in the Sky, big key. You can count on 2 hands the times you've bought food at a restaurant this decade. Wow. That's really impressive. And we got the bow and Link Between Worlds. Okay, okay. Now, I talk about job hunting, but just making Let's Plays and videos consistently again is probably a much better thing for me to spend my energy on. It's just a weird thing to spend my energy on because like no adults in my family or life consider that to be a productive like thing to do when I'm like in a bad position. So like if I'm not like applying for proper jobs, then the people in my life are like, you're not doing anything for yourself unless you're Because my family has been telling me to stop making videos and apply for a job. And it's like, okay, well, I'll do both. I can't just stop my only source of income right now. That would literally kill me. But thanks for trying to kill me. Glad we could have this talk. But yeah, just gotta keep applying myself, for sure. I'm doing it, I'm doing it. But Matthew, how do you pay for stuff if you're in a jobless state? How do you like buy your food and stuff? That's the situation for every artist and entertainer? Pretty much, I guess, huh? I just need to apply myself to make my art better. Gotta make more real art and more real videos. Your great-grandma was a professional chef, and she made sure to burn her cookbooks before she died. Why would she do that? Yeah, YouTube does pay. If you make consistent videos that get views, YouTube will pay you. You just gotta make videos over the right stuff. You have to be really, really smart with it. Oh my gosh, okay. Did anyone want to steal her secrets? Even her own family? Isn't that the whole point of like passing down a lineage? It's like helping out the next generation by letting them learn everything that you learned. Taking stuff to the grave doesn't make no sense. What'll be my first Let's Play after the Subathon? I still haven't fully figured that out. I'm thinking it's gonna be Mooter, the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask randomizer. Jeez, these guys are so... Dude, helmet swords are annoying in every single game. Jeez. I don't know, man. She was gone before I got here. Oh, okay, that's valid. I didn't realize that. Isn't that an AP? No. That was a red rupee for Skyward Sword. Mooter is its own thing. It has a lot of cool settings. You're a homekeeper of my family. Keep all this stuff clean and cook everything. Gotcha. So, like, nice. Are you looking for a job, Matthew? Or are you just, like, trying to do that as your thing forever? Okay, I think next thing worth doing is over here. How integrated are the two games in Mooter? Like, when you get the bow, does it work in both games? You can. There's options on, like, how much you want stuff to cross over. I think the two, like, combo randos that are built to be combo randos are Mooter and the Link to the Past Super Metroid. Been looking for a long time. Broken system won't hire non-experienced people in entry-level positions. Nah. I get you, I get you. Stop, Link. Up. 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 Thank you. A baby rattle for Skyward Sword. You know, I like how we're still, even though we had to release Skyward Sword, it is still nice to get the checks and like see what checks the game has to offer in this scenario. My roommate is upstairs making the weirdest sounds right now. She's like, shit! I'm like, what are you doing, girl? That's her business. Yeah, Matthew, I feel ya. I am like very curious if the job market is going to find a way to get better amongst all this, or if it's going to like be a consistent decline. And I guess like technically the government can create more jobs, but I think they're trying to get rid of jobs right now because it's kind of crazy the US government is in so much debt. It makes you realize that like all the people who have had government jobs, like positions in power and like the Senate and all that stuff, like their jobs are being paid with by like fake money practically. Like we're paying like $100,000 salaries with money that we don't have, and I don't get how we can do that. It doesn't really make sense to me. A horned Colossus beetle for Skyward Sword. Ooh. But at the same time, does like our country being in debt even matter? Because they've been saying it's a problem for a long time, but they just keep going into more debt. It's not like it's stopping them from spending billions of dollars on stuff. Like regardless. I do keep seeing things on social media that said if like our financial system was like true, if everyone truly understood how it was working right now, there'd be a revolution by morning. And I'm like, maybe I don't want to understand it, because like, do I want to be in a state where I want a revolution, or is it better to just remain ignorant so I'm not mad at the powers? Being mad doesn't seem like it's the right thing, but at the same time, like, is it inevitable? Is it inevitable? Does the debt cause inflation, or is that something else? Inflation is caused by the fact that they keep printing money to pay for government employees and for benefits and for all the stuff that funds our country. If we're giving out more money to government jobs and through benefits and all that stuff, then we can actually produce in real value, then we're putting ourselves further in debt. And that causes inflation because they keep printing more money to pay these people for their jobs, but they don't act, it's not actually backed by the gold standard. It just happens. They just print it. And that's why our dollars, that's why putting your money in a bank that doesn't have like interest, like putting your money in a savings account, your account gains interest kind of at the rate of inflation, so the money kind of retains its value. But if your money is just in a regular bank account with no interest, then your money is like slowly losing its worth because of the inflation. Which is why I'm so mad we have so many super old politicians in office that aren't fighting for what's right. Like they don't make decisions based off of what's good for future generations. They're doing what's good for them now so they can maintain their inflation causing jobs and save their own asses while they keep on burying America further and further into the ground. Let's go down to Lake Hylia. Wasn't JFK one of the first people that was trying to raise the alarm on all this? But look at what happened to him. Oh wait, we can go up here. I do think we are living in times where things are about to get really, really real. Like, I think we are at a breaking point. It is nice that we can like kind of ignore it sometimes, but I think we're about to hit a point where it's going to be unignorable. We got the life tree fruit from Skyward Sword. Like, I feel like I can't ignore it because like I'm in debt and looking for a job. And when you're in debt and looking for a job, you're literally faced with the most like sobering facts of life and reality. And when you're like truly looking into life and reality, you see it for what it truly is. We found another hidden skill. What's the definition of bombastic? Oh my gosh. Explosive. I mean, fortunately, we have a lot of people who have stability. Like, I don't think our country is gonna I don't think it's gonna burn to the ground. I think what's gonna burn to the ground is the old systems of government. And the people who are causing the problems that we're facing. That will be held accountable for their actions, hopefully. Nothing random here? Okay. Thing is, realistically, we should be entering... If things can go right and corruption can stop, like, happening, we could theoretically enter into the most prosperous times of all time. Because whether we like it or not, automation is here and coming at a very rapid rate, which means, in theory, we should be able to fix all of our problems. But that's only if the billionaires decide to let that happen. The giant tech companies that control the oligarchy have to decide to do what's right for the people. So, we're kind of in their hands at the moment. Because, like, labor, like, humanoid robots are coming. 1000%. It's pretty much an unavoidable thing in life. I'm not sure exactly how soon it's going to happen, but it is coming. Which is going to make labor super duper cheap. And we're going to have pretty much infinite goods because of it. Infinite production of, like, everything. So the companies that are creating these things can either use that as a way to make life better for everyone, or they're going to use that to let everyone fight each other for what's remaining that's left. So it kind of, like I said, it just kind of comes down to what they decide to do. Greed is not unique to billionaires. It's a different type of greed. I'd say it's slightly unique. like a kid being greedy and taking the last slice of pizza from my pizza box is a different type of greed from what happens with the allocation of resources with billionaires. There's definitely different scales to it. Greed is a human emotion, as a human-like trait, is the same principle, but it's definitely a scalable trait. Okay, we need double claw shot to get the other thing. We got an orange rupee and Palace of Twilight small key, okay. Ah! Where to next, chat? Where else can we go with the hook shot? Billionaires take the pizza and hand you one pepperoni? No, it's more like billionaires buy the pizza factory and all the things that source the ingredients for the pizza factory and then give you one pepperoni. Let's make sure we're scaling this correctly. Taking the whole pizza and giving you one pepperoni is more of like a multi-millionaire type of activity. Billionaires are the ones controlling the whole means of production and the distribution of said things. Next, we will go to the desert. These companies wouldn't want to lose their wealth or power, so it wouldn't be a dystopian future, more like Resident Evil just everywhere. I don't know enough about Resident Evil to understand that analogy. All I know about Resident Evil is like a virus outbreak that causes everyone to turn into like black goop monsters. P-hat ledge. Okay, there's a few checks out here in the desert. Dude, was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory as very good? I can't remember. I loved Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, but I can't remember much about Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. We got some seeds for our slingshot. I can't believe we haven't found a slingshot yet. Wow. We don't have the slingshot, powered up Dominion Rod, or the spinner. And we're still looking for... where's the... I don't think we found all the mirror shard pieces. I saw apparently they're making an animated Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I saw like an article about it. I can't remember who's producing it though. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is the original. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the second one. Or the remake, or whatever we want to call it. I think it's a sequel because I think it's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because isn't it Charlie the one who owns it, not Willy Wonka? Oh. Yeah, we had to release the Skyward Sword checks today. They were being too the controls were being too problematic. And because of it, one, it wasn't working. Two, I was getting pissed off constantly. And it was making me hate Skyward Sword. And I don't want to make myself hate Skyward Sword by using a controller mod for it that's not working properly. And for some reason, my Wii Remote wasn't working, and then my Wii Remote died when I was trying to troubleshoot and find ways to make it work, and I don't have extra batteries, so I was like, fuck it. Sorry, Skyward Sword, but you're being released. Roald Dahl is a complicated figure as much as I love the Gene Wilder movie. I've never heard of that movie. See ya. The new one will be after the greedy kids get out and sued Wonka. They go into his factory to steal from him. Interesting. Happy Friday, Jared. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. Resident Evil started with a zombie outbreak from a genetically created virus. Pretty simplistic plot concept, huh? Dude, if fentanyl made people violent, then that would actually be a thing right now, because fentanyl already be turning people in Los Angeles to zombies. Fortunately, they're like... Well, fortunately is a weird way to phrase this, but I guess in this context, fortunately, they're not violent. They just like sit there and like are just hunched over, like they're almost like dead or something. Like they don't even like acknowledge your existence. They're just completely out of it. Take it easy, Jay Freighter. Have a good one. There was a second Willy Wonka book called The Great Glass Elevator. Any plot points to note on? If they were violent, they would have outlawed the drug by now. I mean, the drug is outlawed. It is illegal, but they don't really... I think we are getting to a point where the jails are so full of people that they just don't have room to put everybody nowadays. And I think things are so bad around here that people purposely commit crimes like that to hopefully go to jail and have a place to live. And now the LA police is like, you don't just get free housing like that. Money to help the homeless is for us to embezzle and take from the public, not to help the homeless. Because that's what they do. They allocate hundreds of millions of dollars to homelessness and then don't fix shit. It's all stolen by the people. All the corrupt contractors and line drawers and whatever else. What up, Nempok? It's going good. We released Skyward Sword today, though, because the controls were just too much of a havoc. They were causing too much pain. Donald Duck has been cutting the fentanyl supply. Good job, Donald Duck. He said, say no. Wait. Hi. I can't do a Donald Duck impression. Say no to quack. I can't do it. I forgot. I can do Daffy Duck. Say no to quack. In the glass elevator, there's a hotel in space and it's been infested with aliens. I have no idea what that has to do with the first Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory book. Yeah, what the hell? Odd. Have I seen Berserk? No, that's an anime, right? There was a song by Family Force 5 called Berserk. That was pretty good. But speaking of, I think Family Force 5 is about to have like a comeback. They were like completely MIA for like almost a decade. But they actually just released, they've been like really active on social media lately. Like trying to like re-hype people up from their old music and stuff. So I'm like, ooh. Is Soul Glow Activator going to come back to the band? That make me so happy. Because whenever Soul Glow Activator stepped down as the lead singer, it was not good. Well, it wasn't bad, but they were such an integral part of the band, I feel. We found another bottle for Link Between Worlds. Now we can actually get all the fairies. Pumped about that. No, Rupor. Nimpok, did you guys finish your async? Is that done? Go berserk. Do I fuck with Lil Peep? I'll be real with you, I can't think of a Lil Peep song. I didn't know who he was until after he passed away. What do people like about Lil Peep? Like, what did he bring to the table that people enjoyed so much? I actually don't really know what he even stood for as an artist. Async still going? What percentage y'all at? We got a my. You were so hyped for the Daffy Duck impression. Sorry, I'm not an impressions guy. It's like one thing I cannot do at all. Which is not really something I want to be able to do either. It's not a goal of mine to be able to do impressions. I just want to be myself. You're at 83%, nice. He invented emo rock hip hop. I thought that was Juice WRLD. And XXX. I can do a little bit of the Arbiter's Grounds right now. I'm not sure if it's worth my time, but I'll go anyways. Bum, ba-da-lum. Bum, 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 bum. I want to see the Michael Jackson movie. I've been hearing such good things about it. I really want to see it. Okay, no more checks in here. Wait, you can get laid in Breath of the Wild? What? Since when? There's a quest where you spend the whole night with Paya. Unless you see them kiss. Didn't happen. Fair enough. Just a sleepover. Can't convince me that Breath of the Wild Link isn't gay. Yeah, use your giant head hand, Midna. Use it. The secret entrance. They have Michael and West End theaters at the moment. You want to go see that? And so many people are starting to like realize that Michael Jackson didn't kill himself or overdose and that he was murdered. I feel like people were like falling for the lies that the media made up about him for so long. And it's like his family is literally being extorted to not tell the truth because they're gonna they would do the same thing that they did to him if they actually came out about what happened. Both Michael Jackson and Charlie Kirk, as soon as they started talking about Israel, murdered. And then framed. Come on, come at me. Come at me. Get him, get him. Yeah. Yeah, Michael Jackson was murdered by his doctor. Michael Jackson was a light. He was a good person. He was trying to save the world. That's why they took him out. What did we get for that? Wrong MJ Nimpok. Mary Jane's not real. Not a real person. Bum bum dee dum bum bum dee dum bum bum. We had a release Skyward Sword. The controls just weren't working and they got stuck. How do I feel about Charlie Kirk? I honestly don't have any feelings for him or any like thoughts about what he was saying. All I know is that as soon as he started talking about Israel's corruption, he was assassinated. Like within less than a month period. I don't really have any feelings or comments on anything else he had to say. And that's not a road that I want to go down. I'm just taking the I'm just mentioning the one important fact about it all. Okay. We can get that chest out of order if we want to. I'll go this way first. And hey, maybe I'm next. Maybe they're gonna see me say this right now and be like, well, it's time to take out AttackingTucans. He knows too much. In which case, it was nice knowing y'all. But so you know, I'm a very happy person and I'm not suicidal. At the end of Spider-Man movie, they have a disclaimer that it is a coincidence if Spider-Man ends up existing. What? Spider-Man does exist. I've seen him in lots of movies. Yeah, Brondo, if you look into it, the last couple weeks before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, he started calling out a lot of the corruption of Israel. There's lots of videos of him talking about how they were genociding the Palestinians and how much money they were embezzling. He was really against it. Like, he was starting to get really like anti-Israel, and that's the reason. Where am I getting this information? I've literally seen the videos of him talking about it. I've watched them on the internet. Now back down. Oh, wrong way. Is that... Do I see it in other places? What do you mean other places? Do you see me in other places? Am I real? If the internet doesn't count as a place, then nothing you've ever seen by AttackingTucans is real or legitimate either. What do you mean reputable? I've seen the actual video of him saying it, Newt. In lots of videos. He was saying it quite a bit. There's lots of instances of him saying that. He started going pretty hard against it. I don't necessarily encourage you to start going down the rabbit hole of it, because I didn't purposely, but yeah. I'm not saying any conspiracy. I'm literally just saying, like, in the last couple of weeks of his life, he started saying those things. That's not a conspiracy. Whether or not he was killed for that, sure, that's a conspiracy. But it's quite a coincidence. I would have no reason to lie about this. I don't get anything out of lying about that. Yeah, Brondo, for the first like 90% of his career, and then he switched his stance. And when he switched his stance, and they realized that he wasn't going to be their puppet anymore, pew pew. If you want the conversation to stop, Newt, then just don't watch me. I'm not gonna censor myself for you. Sorry, bro. You tell me to stop talking about what I'm talking about too much. As if you're like you're my manager or something. Bro, you're not. Oh, get my bombs out, get my bombs out. I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk was an upstanding individual or that I agree with like any of his other stuff. I'm just stating the things he started talking about right before he was assassinated. The two can be very separate. And yes, Donkey Kong would put bananas on pizza. For sure. Why would he not? Am I still on a caffeine and weed detox? Yeah. Yup. It's almost been 3 weeks since I've smoked. Now 3 days since no caffeine. And it's been probably over 6 months since I've been drunk, at least. I can't even think of the last time I've been drunk. Yeah, probably like 6 months ago. Honestly, don't have any intention of drinking anytime soon. I kind of prefer sober life now. I think I kind of reached like my limit of wanting to use substances. I was using it to cope with shit in the past, but I'm no longer coping. I'm just dealing with everything, like straight up. Get down here, you. Are we fighting Bale right now? This is like the most demonic looking... This is probably like the most demonic looking boss or enemy in any Zelda game, period. Like straight up. If you really look at it. Like with the goat horns and all that shit. That's scary. Okay, we're starting to... Let's not talk about like that aspect of Charlie. Let's just... I was mentioning one specific thing. We don't have to look at his other shit. I was just focusing on the one point of that he started talking about Israel's corruption right before he was assassinated. Because I don't personally believe that liberal people assassinate people that are saying things that they disagree with. That's not a thing that happens. Gorillas don't typically eat bananas, nor do they usually eat pizza, so he would not put bananas on his pizza. Wait, gorillas don't eat pizza, don't eat bananas? Wait, what do gorillas eat? I really hope the next Zelda game's a Dark Zelda game. I also really hope that the Zelda movie, like, does some real shit. Like, I want them... Like, Zelda's all about, like, taking down evil. I hope they don't do some, like, silly, just, like, fairy tale-like type evil. I hope they make some, like, real, like... I hope they send some, like, really, like, bone-chilling messages with the Zelda movie. That, like, really connects things to the real world. And really make you go, like, holy fucking shit, I can't believe Nintendo would do something like that. Jesus Christ, they're so based. Gorillas eat fruits and vegetables. That's healthy of them. Damn, how did they get so built off of just fruits and vegetables? That's insane. Also, why did I come in this room? I'm about to get soft locked because you can't... Well, I have Oko, I guess, but... Okay, wait, what am I missing right here? Why am I forgetting what to do? Well, I'm not doing Link's Awakening rando, don't worry. If I do Link's Awakening rando, it'll be like one of the last things I ever do. Lots of the 2D Zeldas aren't even worth randomizing. Like, when I did Oracle of Seasons and Ages, I wasn't really having a good time with those either. Or they'd probably only be a good time if you grew up with those games and, like, knew them super freaking well. But, like, I don't. Oh, you can shoot him with your bow. Interesting. I like, okay, yeah, Minish Cap is good for it, but also, I played Minish Cap growing up, so I know that game like the back of my hand. So that's why I think it's good for rando, at least for me. I feel like any game is good for rando if you know it super well. If you're kind of like new to the game, because like Oracle of Ages and Seasons, like I just did my blind Let's Plays of those like 2 years ago. And then I randomized them as my second playthrough. And yeah, it wasn't a very good time. It was alright, but like, I honestly would have rather just played through them again vanilla than randomize them. Like I said, I think rando is only fun if you've... Like, I think my stance is I think randomizing a game is only fun, at least Zelda Randos, is only fun if you've 100%ed the game at least 3 times. Until you've done that, just play the game vanilla. It's meant to be for like 4th playthrough and over. I love this boss. He's so freaking cool. He's taking way longer than usual, though. Like, what the hell? Can you freaking die already? Finally! So much HP. Some of the randos you watch, speedrunners need glitches and stuff to complete. That's because they have logic turned off. There's settings while making randomizers that can say you want glitches as part of the logic or you don't. Since I don't know speedrunning stuff, I don't turn glitches on. I make it all like vanilla logic. Goron Mines Key Shard. We have all three. Very cool. Well, I can't use Oko in here? Are you serious? Guess I have to save and leave. I know that mini boss we just fought is probably one of the most fun bosses ever. Do I need a REL load again if I do that? I guess I'll do it just to be safe. Okay. Wait, what? What? What is it doing? Wait, what is it doing? Is it giving me every single thing I have again? What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Wait, hold up. I'm resetting. Oh my god. Are we just gonna get every single check a second time? Well, I guess learn my lesson there. It's not gonna count as like getting more heart pieces, is it? Oh, yeah, I broke it, huh? It's giving me extra heart containers. Is it gonna give me more than 20? I'd never seen this happen with Archipelago before. I didn't know this was possible. This is really annoying. Here, I'll turn the game sound off real fast. So you're not hearing all this like weird stuff. What looked away caused this? I soft locked in the mini boss room. I save exited back to the title screen. I loaded the REL loader again for Twilight Princess on the title screen, and then just loaded my file again. We have 20 hearts. Can we have 21? Is he gonna give us 21? This archipelago has been the cursed Zelda Randomizer. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we can get more hearts. It's kind of as the first one each time. Can we get more than 60 postals? Yeah, no heart overflow. Ruka, you lost your wallet? What, bro? In Japan? You only have money on your phone? That's stressful. Do you have your ID, at least? How are you going to get home? You have your passport still? That's good. Do you know how you lost it? Do you think it was stolen, or you think you just left it somewhere? At the art gallery you went to? Did you go back to find it, see if it was there? Oh, we have the fully powered up Dominion rod now. We have 61 postals. We're almost done. We're on the final stretch. Wait, how many checks do I have in this game now? We have 292. Come on. The brief pauses are just like trolling the heck out of me. Do you have save states? You can't use save states with Archipelago. That's not how it works. Actually, maybe it would, but I don't think it does in this scenario. He encountered the same thing, except if you gave him the double claw shot when it wasn't supposed to, and I think an extra heart piece. Are you not supposed to run into the REL loader every time you open the game? You are supposed to, but I guess I already had it open, and I went back to the file select screen because I soft locked, and then I used the REL loader again. Which the thing is, I guess you can only, I guess the lesson is if you use the REL loader and then open up your file and then go back to the title screen, don't hit REL loader again. Well, now we're at a kind of weird spot because, huh? Yeah, we just like broke the game. Damn, should we potentially? I'm wondering if we should potentially just cut our losses in this randomizer. Maybe this is a sign that we should just start a new randomizer instead. What do y'all think? Brand new rando? Is this one dead? Or do we try to beat Link Between Worlds? What up, chicken dog? Looks like we're almost done. I mean, yeah, but what's the point in like finishing the motions if none of the randomizer stuff is actually working anymore? Beat Link Between Worlds? Okay, we'll switch to Link Between Worlds. Well, let's go ahead and release Twilight Princess, because that literally just broke it all. I mean, I guess we could continue playing. I just don't want to, like, I don't know. That kind of kills my morale on it, though. Because, like, I think we can finish Goron Mines now, because I think it gave us extra keys that we're not supposed to have. But, like, it's only 6 p.m. I could just generate a brand new randomizer right now. And we could start with something super fresh. So I'm down to just start a fresh one. Maybe a single game though, instead of a... Do we want me to do an archipelago, or should we go back to just doing some single game randomizers? Even give us the extra bomb bag, that's funny. I do not want to do Link Between Worlds randomized again until I play that game vanilla. I kind of realized that while doing this rando, that I'm not really a fan of randomizing games that I don't know very well. And we're off. Will it take me back to my spot? Oh. Let me take a look real fast. Let me take a look. I don't want to set up Skyward Sword HD. Not today. That's too complicated on the spot. Should definitely do something that I'm more familiar with. I gotta take a break from Skyward Sword after all that. Minish Cap? I don't think people would want to watch Minish Cap. I think that'd be the game that would leave this marathon kind of dead in the water. What about Mooter? Should we do a practice Mooter to start practicing for the Let's Play that I'll start after this marathon? Mooter sounds good. Okay. I think that'll be the plan. That being said, I am going to take a break from stream. I'm going to stop the stream. I need to eat some food anyways. I was about to take a dinner break regardless because I haven't eaten enough today. So let me eat dinner real fast. I'll get Mooter set up and I'll be back in about an hour to stream Mooter for the rest of the night. I think we'll have more fun with Mooter anyways. This tri-rando of Twilight Princess, Link Between Worlds, and Skyward Sword, still a success. I've learned a lot about Archipelago. Like, this is my first time doing Archipelago for both Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, so I got to learn a lot more about that. I have learned quite a few things about it all, so like it's still been a good learning experience. I mean, it's been fun. I've enjoyed playing the games and the conversations and everything. But I think this is a good time to just realize we got to cut our loss and switch to something else. I will offer a discount on game requests tomorrow. Since we're going to be low on time, I'll do one more stimulus package for the randomizer marathon to hopefully get us through the Mooter. And we'll have some discounts and game requests tomorrow. Alright, y'all. See you soon. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with a fresh stream for Mooter in about an hour. See y'all soon, y'all. Much love, much love.